For your first step, you're going to want to take a brown crayon, or if you have some brown construction paper, you could always cut and paste brown paper to the bottom. But you're going to make a pretty even line, and you're going to color it in with brown. This is going to be the dirt to our garden. For this next step, you're going to need some green construction paper, or you could always color some white paper green. But what you're going to do, you're going to create some grass. You're going to hold the paper the long way and draw some wavy lines to the top of your page and back down. This is going to be grass that's going to cover your paper. Keep doing that until you fill the entire page. Next, you're going to add some spicy coloring. So I took a dark green crayon and I just went next to the black Sharpie, just like we learned in the past. Do that for every piece of grass. Next, it's time to cut out all of your grass. You're going to make sure that you have your fingers in the big hole and your thumb in the small hole. Go ahead and cut around each of those black lines that you made, making sure to stay on the black line. But I want you not to throw away that extra scrap paper because we're going to use it later. Go ahead. Now, I want you to take those green strips that you cut and you're going to glue them down to your paper. I'm first using the scrap strips, the ones that I did not color, and I'm going to put them towards the top of my brown. This way, it could look like these ones are in the back. Rub it down and keep doing that all the way across. So I stopped doing the scrap pieces of green paper after this one. And now I'm going to show you what you're going to do with those ones that we colored. So on the back of those strips of grass that we colored, you're going to put some glue and you're going to put these ones closer to the bottom of the brown. That way it looks like it's in front. Keep doing that with all of them. Now, it's okay that your grass hangs off the side of the paper or the top of the paper because it's going to show us that those insects' point of view is that grass is super tall. Think about it. If you were an ant, would the grass be bigger than you? Yeah, probably. Now, on a different colored piece of paper, you're going to create some flowers. Now remember, if you were an ant, flowers would look really, really big. So I want you to make sure those flowers are large, big on your paper. Pencil first, then Sharpie, and then of course we're going to add some spicy coloring. Time to cut it out and glue it onto your collage paper. You're going to glue it right on top of that grass that we created. this is a great time to add any leaves or other green parts that you want to add to your paper. I didn't have any light green, so I just used yellow and used crayons to color it in light green. Don't forget the spicy. Once I glued on all of the leaves and flowers that I wanted to, I went in with a green crayon and colored the rest of my white paper. You could do the same. It will make it look even more like it has lots of depth or lots of space behind the grass. So go ahead and add some green crayon. The last step is to add any insects you would want to add. And since we're doing an ant's point of view, I wanted to create an ant. So there I am drawing with pencil, adding any details, and then cutting and gluing it onto my collage. Go ahead now and finish your collage by adding any insects you would want to add.